we'll table that
Well,
discussion. But
yeah.
anyways, dude, so I get to LA, skip the in and out line. I get to the apartment. Jake is working. It's a Saturday, but this is what PwC does, folks. You got to be working on Saturdays. And he just
Yeah,
joined
man.
he joined that new deals practice. No one listening knows what that is, but he joined a
Mm.
different sector within PwC, so they're working him to death. Anyways, we meet up. He gets off work at like 5 p.m. and we go, all right, let's do what we do best. I
5
haven't
p.m. on
seen
a Saturday, folks. 5 p.m. on a
5
Saturday,
p.m.
not
on a
on a
Saturday.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do what we do best. I mean, I haven't seen the boy in like 7 months because I, dipped LA in November to come home. Got a new
Business
job,
only. Business only.
business only. And so he gets off work. We start pounding Coors, Captain Morgan, just, all
Coors,
the good
times
stuff.
must be tough, huh?
Hmm?
Coors, times must be tough, huh? Can't
I,
afford a little bit of pricier.
that's the PwC rate. You can't do much. And so we're throwing him back. Our buddy Drew Littlejohn pulls up. Who knows?
Woo!
Maybe he'll be a guest on the pod one day. He can discuss
Oh, we
basketball
need
like a fool.
that's our Clipper fan, man. I mean, the only guy in LA who's actually a Clippers fan. I don't know how, I don't know why, but apparently he likes the Clippers.
Yeah. So he pulls up to the crib. I dap him up. Oh, sorry, screen's fucking up. I dap him up.
Uh-huh.
He does his classic thing where he goes, "Oh, are there beers in the fridge?" He doesn't bring any of his own shit. He just pulls up and is like, "What do we got, fellas?" So,
Hey, but that's
you
the
know,
life of the party, man.
yeah,
You got a VIP. You
yeah.
don't expect the VIP to bring drinks, bro.
So we toss him out a window, and then uh, no, we give him a drink, and then we're just sitting down chopping it up. The three of us, we're talking NBA. Drew's like, "Yeah, the Clippers would have won, but Kawhi hurt his nuts or whatever," and so and so
Classic.
Jake has two friends pull up. These are two friends. One of them he met through his CrossFit gym. So my roommate Jake, really buff dude. He's in good shape, hot as hell, pretty sexy. Yeah, like Alec there. He can flex. And so he met these two kids through his
Hold on. Are
CrossFit.
these two male kids or female kids?
They're men. Yeah.
Oh.
No. I know. I know.
Sound effect
I'll get
for.
to the females in a sec. Um,
Ooh.
but
Rated R, folks.
here we are. Here we are. So we his two friends pull up. This guy Jason and Tristan, and I'm saying their real names. I hope I'm not outing them for what I'm about to say. But anyways, they pull up. They brought some brews. They're nice fellows. So
Did
we're
they bring
talking
Coors
with them.
too?
No, they brought some nice stuff. They brought some
Whoa.
wheat German beer that they didn't let us drink, and so that was cool. And so we're
Only
chopping it up.
Coors for you guys. We don't want you guys to get accustomed to a better tasting
We
beer.
didn't get the quality. They saw us drinking the water, and so they couldn't have it.
They didn't want to waste the good stuff on me. Do you
No,
blame them?
yeah, they
Yeah.
saw our palettes, and they're like, it's not worth it. And so we're sitting there. We spend probably a full hour deciding what we want to do, where we want to go. There's a bar down the street from our place called the Wellsborn, which good spot in West Los Angeles. Very casual. You sit outside. You have an IPA.
This was not a paid advertisement.
Yeah, it's really not. Gavin Newsom shut it down. But so we finally decide on this bar called Nice, and it's in West LA. I had never heard of it. It's called Nice, not
Nice.
not in
Okay.
France, but
Not Nice. Okay,
not
not to be
Nice,
confused with Nice.
not Nice, but Nice. So we pull up there,
Nice.
and it's pretty nice. We pull up there, and we're having a couple cocktails. And this guy Jason, Jake's friend, he's a hot shot.
Beefcake. Beefcake.
Beefcake. So Jason, Tristan, two beefcakes. This guy Jason, we get in. He's familiar. He says what's up to the bartender, and he gets us all like Manhattans or some shitty drink where I should have just got a beer, but I was like, oh, I'll be an adult. Let me try this cocktail that tastes awful.
And
And
costs
so,
about $15.
oh yeah, and so Jason pays the whole tab
Whoa.
because he's some advertising hotshot who wants to impress all of us.
Oh
Here's the thing.
man.
I'll backtrack on this. So the whole time I'm thinking that this kid and his friend Tristan, Jason and Tristan, I'm thinking that they're our age. I'm thinking they're mid-20s. Turns out this guy Jason is 40 years old.
Whoa.
And he just met Jake at this CrossFit thing, and he's first of all, these dudes are 40 years old. I don't know how old
Does
Tristan.
Jake know? Does
I don't.
Jake know that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
guy's
he
in?
knew. He knows. He knew beforehand. I just had no idea until we got to this bar, and so it's a Epstein situation.
So you just thought that they look like mid-20-year-olds.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like he was a tan dude. He had a beard. Like they did look old, but it's hard to tell these days. And it's like, why are you hanging out with like mid 20-year-olds when you're 40? Anyways, so we we pull up.
So
He's
Jake,
a hot, he's a hot shot who makes a shit ton of money, and so he pays for our drinks, and we just we start chopping it up about life, and then it's the five of us sitting at this table, and Drew all of a sudden. So to backtrack again, I'm like all over the place here, but so Drew knows about my account. He knows about my TikToks and everything. He knows about those like
oh
I,
yeah,
I
yeah.
never told him. I never told him about it, but he found my comedy
How?
account, and so so he starts talking about it while we're the five of us in this table, and I'm like Drew, like we don't need to talk about this right now. Like these dudes are like 40 and don't give a fuck. And so he brings it
Uh-huh.
up, and this kid Jason who works at this ad firm freaks out. He looks at my account and he goes, dude, holy fuck, like look at the followers on this. And he starts and him being in advertising, he's like, dude, I could get you this brand deal, this deal. He starts just talking this shit up. Nothing ever happened with this, by the way, but just he was hammered, and in the moment is, chatting it up like he's got connections. And so anyways, so we're chopping it up at the bar. I'm catching up with Jake and Drew. Haven't seen these dudes in forever. And Tristan and Jason, they go talk to these two skanks who are sitting at the bar. They were these two girls who were visiting from they were visiting from San Diego, and they were just up in LA for 2 days, looking for meat or whatever. And so
Looking for
or free drinks. And so and so they end up chopping it up with these girls for like an hour. And
Are you guys waiting? You guys are waiting for them the entire time.
we're just hanging, the three of us, and we don't really give a shit. We're having a fun time. We're talking NBA. We're talking condoms or whatever. And these guys are just flirting with these women. Finally, this dude Jason comes up to us and is like, fuck, man, it's not gonna happen. Like they're too frigid or something like that. and so we're like, all right, dude, fuck, I'm sorry it didn't work out. And so at this point, I didn't give a timeline for any of this, but we probably went to the bar at like 11 p.m. or something is probably when we got there. And at this point, it's like 1 a.m., 1:30. And I mentioned this guy Jason being an ad guy. He's trying to get me brand deals. He texts his boss at 1:30 a.m. He's sitting with me and he's hammered, and he's like, dude, let me chat with my boss right now and see what I can get you. And he messages her, dude, word for word, he goes, with an influencer right now, 70K, what can we do as far as deals go? Sends it to her at 1:30 in the morning. I never heard jack shit about this afterwards.
Hey, can I ask you something? Do you think that's like a flex right there? He has like a fake contact, and he does that with girls too, probably. He just, says like, I'm gonna text my boss right now, just as like, kind
That's
of a flex thing.
And then it goes to an email account.
Exactly, or it goes to like someone else. You know what I mean? It goes to his like brother. It goes to Tristan for all we know.
Yeah, could
You
have
know what I
been.
mean? Were you checking Tristan's phone? You know, he probably has Tristan's name under his, like, big boss or something. You know what I mean?
Sends it right to him. Yeah, Big Daddy. And so he texts whoever. Granted, I was also hammered at this point too.
Of
So I
course.
was also not really focused on it, and I'm kind of eating up what he's saying. I'm going, oh wow, man, yeah, maybe I am cool. And anyway, so we finally call it good at about 1 a.m. At this point, Drew just dipped. So good buddy of ours, he leaves. He kind of does an Irish goodbye where he just goes, "Oh, my Uber's here," and leaves. We live 2 blocks away from him. We all could have gotten one together, but he just dips on his own. And so it's Jake, Jason, and Tristan. It's the four of us. And we decide, all right, you know what? This is 4 blocks away from our house, maybe a bit further, but let's walk home. It's a nice night out. We're men. We're not going to get
You guys
harassed.
got 3 bodybuilders with you guys. You know what do you
Exactly. Yeah. No
yeah.
one's getting poked. But anyways, so we're on our way home, and we see this strip joint. Plan B is the name of it, which is a good name for one. Plan B. It's
Is it Planned Parenthood or something, or
ooh, yeah. I mean, some of the women in there probably need it, but so we were walking past, and this had been an inside joke that Jake and I had for ever since we lived in LA. We would go past this strip club and go, one day we got to hit that place up one day. And I feel like I'm taking up too much time with this story, but I want to detail
no,
this
no, no, it's
one.
a good story. It's a good story.
Yes.
You
And
got to continue with this.
and so we walk past, and jokingly, Jake and I go, "Oh yeah, we should hit that place up. We got to do it before we leave LA." This is my last week in LA, folks. I mean, I gotta live it up. But so Jason just goes, "Oh, Alec, are you there? Oh yeah, you are."
Yeah, yeah, I'm
He
here. I'm here.
froze for a sec. Jason just goes, "All right, let's go." And so we no, and so we decide we'll walk up to the front. If there's a cover, we will turn back. We won't go. We walk to the front. We go, is there a cover? Bouncer goes, yeah, $10 each. Jake and I go, all right, well, time to dip. Jason just goes, I'll pay it. He pays $40. He pays $40 for all of us to go in. Once we step inside, they bamboozle us again where they go, yeah, it'll be a 1 drink minimum for each person. So not only the cover, but now you all have to buy a beer. And
Oh
so we
man.
go in, Jason buys everyone a Stella. And
Whoa,
so,
now we know why Jake keeps Jason around. Now we know
yeah,
why he's hanging around with a 40-year-old, 45-year-old guy.
yeah, it's that sugar daddy.
Hey,
And
that's
so,
a smart move, bro.
yeah, and so
I need one of my own.
oh yeah, get them, get them bills paid. So
Any
we,
40, 50-year-old men looking.
I mean, it's that Epstein mentality. And so we walk into the strip joint, and it's a classic setup. You got tables all around, and then you have a runway down the middle where the whores walk down and get paid. And so you walk in, and it's just fat guys eating wings. It's a Saturday night at 2 in the morning, and
Was it full?
West LA. No, it wasn't full. And this was right when the mask mandate in LA had just hit. They weren't making them wear them in a strip joint, though. That would be
Thank God.
counterproductive to put more clothes on. But so we get in.
I mean,
And
after all, they're performers. You wouldn't expect your actors to wear masks.
absolutely. And so we get in, and there's a couple women doing the pole thing in the front, and you do the classic thing where you take a $1 or a couple of dollars and you put it down in front so they show you some attention.
And
Problem
did
is,
Jason supply those ones too, or was that on you guys?
so I'll get to that. So I didn't have any cash. They had an ATM there where it was a $6 fee to take money out, which isn't that the highest fee you've ever seen? I've never seen
I
one.
don't see any fees anymore,
$6.
man. That's crazy.
That's terrible. And so
They're
and
just
so
taking advantage of poor fat.
so I didn't take any money out. Jake took maybe 20 out, and then had to pay an additional 6.
6.
And
At that
and
point,
so
why?
and so we're sitting at this. And so the problem is there's these women in the front, but we're in the nosebleeds. We're 4 tables back, and so we're just hanging out and talking. We're drinking our Stellas. All of a sudden, these women start coming up to our table because they know that at least one of us has cash, and they're
Jason.
trying to get some dances out of us. And so what happens is we're all sitting, chopping it up, talking about sales or whatever Jason and Tristan wanted to discuss. And then this tall, power forward, 6'8" European gal, she comes up to our table. She was 6'7". She must have been a hooper in a previous life. And she sits down, starts talking to Tristan. I can't even hear what they're discussing because Sean Paul's playing. And so I'm talking with Jason, Tristan's talking to the whore, and then she looks to me and starts asking me what I do for a living, and I say, "Oh, I'm a failed accountant and everything." And she goes, "Would you like a dance?" Because I guess she had asked Tristan, but Tristan has high standards. She asked me, and she asked me, I have no money. Jason slides.
Should have led with that.
Jason slides me 2 20s and goes, "And have a good time." And so, and so I just take this center's hand, and we go to the back room, and I don't want to get too graphic. We do some PG dances, and I spend $40 in 2 minutes, and they do the thing where they try to rope you in to do more. It's like, "Sorry, lady, I have no cash.
I don't have more money." She's like, "All right, get that."
And so I'm gonna wrap this up here. But so I get done with the two dances. I walk back to the main center where we were beforehand. No one from the table is sitting there. It's no one, or Jason, Tristan, Jake. They're all up from the table. They've all gone and done their own thing. And so so one of these other whores comes up to me and, asking if I want another dance, and I say I have no
Was she
money.
better looking?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she wasn't a center. She was more of a small forward.
Boy.
And so I say, "Sorry, I don't have any money." And she tries to just walk me over to the ATM, and I go, "No, I'm sorry. I'm just waiting for my friends. This is a Me Too of some sort."
Did you have a watch or anything, or did you have a valuable wallet maybe that you could pawn off, Brody?
Luckily, no, because that would have been a nightmare. But eventually, I'm just sitting in the front. I have all these, fatherless women coming up to me and asking for services, and I just deny. I'm like, "Sorry, body's a temple."
And was Jason busy at this time?
He was busy at this time. And I remember at this point, we're all hammered. I go to one of the back rooms trying to find them, and a security dude grabbed my arm and go, "Hey, what are you doing going back there?" And I said, "Sorry, I'm trying to find my friend. I don't know." I'm getting harassed by these women.
You went in the strip club, going door by door trying to find friends.
Well, the way it was set up, there weren't doors. It was just a center area, and then it was these outer parts. And so I just walked to the outer parts, trying to peek through and see.
Get some pictures.
Yeah, get some photos.
Don't mind the phone and the flashlight.
Dude. And so finally they all get done. And Jason paid the full tab. He paid 300 something.
Whoa.
And yeah, it was because he paid for all the drinks. I guess he paid the cover up front, but he paid for the drinks. Maybe he went overboard and got more than a lap. But
Dude, whoa.
he spent a lot. Yeah.
And So Tristan, is he 42 or is he
I think he's a
what's
little
that guy?
bit younger. I don't know if he's 40,
Is
but he's
what's that
30.
guy's story? Does he work with Jason?
No, no, they were friends from something else. So Tristan wasn't even from the CrossFit. It was Jake met Jason through the CrossFit, and then Jason and Tristan are friends from I have no idea, like chess club. It could have been anything, but so we walk home after that. Jake and I go home, and Jason
Jason
and
Tristan
Tristan they crash at
crash.
Tristan's place, which is a few blocks from us. But how wild is that, being 40 and just going, I'm gonna go hang with these mid 20-year-olds and
And pay for everything.
go get strippers. Um, that's I mean I hope to be there when I'm that age, but
Hey, yeah, 15 years. That's the goal, bro.
oh yeah. But dude, sorry, I just took up so much time with that story, and we haven't even gotten to the meat of this
Hey,
pod.
man. I mean, I think that was the story. I mean,